Most process streams consist of a combination of materials. This video will go over defining a multi-component mixture and using it to define a high-pressure gas leak. Post-processing information will be made available for each individual component in the mixture, as well as the bulk properties. Before we begin, an important concept to be aware of is that multi-component gases do not demix or unmix after being released. The proportion of each component stays constant. This is something which applies to all gas leaks regardless of the software you use or if they are simulated or real life. Now to creating the multi-component mixture. Choose Gas Definition from the Add Items tab. Click the database icon to open the iChemie DIPPR database. Here, individual components can be searched. Upon selection, the component will be listed in the Add Gas drop-down menu, and a concentration % can be entered. For this example, we will make a mixture using 4 components, but you can add as many components as needed for your project. There is no limit in this regard. However, it is recommended to use the pure gas option to create a component combining the properties of materials having less than 1% of the total composition. For our first component, methane will be selected as making up 90% of the composition. Ethane is 6%, propane is 3%, and hydrogen sulfide or H2S as 1%. Notice the different search methods that can be used in the DIPPR database. For the last component of the mixture, leave the suggested concentration and click the Add button to avoid any issues with rounding. As components are added, the LFL, UFL, and equivalent stoichiometric concentrations will be updated in the panel. When all the components have been entered, click the Add Item button. The mixture will now be available in the Project Database tab of the Fluids Database window, and can also be selected when defining a leak. The same process can be used when creating multi-component liquids for pool fire simulations via the DIPPR Liquids Database tab. To select your mixture when creating a leak, scroll to the top of the Gas drop-down menu to see the newly added mixture. Alternatively, you may click the database icon and select the mixture from the Project Database tab. The same process is used regardless of if you're defining a high-pressure gas leak or a custom gas emission. Continue on defining the dispersion case for your project as normal. When the dispersion is finished, we can view the post-processing results. Contours are a good way of viewing a range of concentration results on a defined plane. The variable option may be chosen to display a value for an individual component or the bulk mixture. A 3D isosurface can also be defined to view a specific concentration of an individual component or the bulk mixture. Multiple isosurfaces can be combined using various transparencies. In addition to visualizations, monitor data is also available for the individual component and bulk mixtures. If you have any questions about multi-component mixtures and how they work within Flux, please email us at info@insightnumerics.com.